Hello. How's it going, everybody? Good evening. Hi. What is up? Hello. Excuse me. Hope you guys are doing well today. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, what's up, guys? We're gonna play some more Danganronpa today. Today's the third Danganronpa stream, starting my first trial. So I checked the previous VODs to see how you reacted to the deaths, and it was hilarious that you had no reaction. Well, like, I found Sayaka a little annoying, so I don't really care. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how the story goes on. Anyway, hello, hi.
Well, I'm 27 and I'm still living with my parents in Overland Park. I have an art history degree from a night school. My cat just died. I've lost 25% control of my sphincter muscles. I get a clicking sound in my jaw when I eat. I drive a 91 Dodge Neon. I have ovarian cysts. Sometimes I pee the bed still. I have alopecia. The only man who wants to fuck me is my 48-year-old manager at Pizza Street. P.S. He only has one ball. So I guess better than you.
PK Madrigal, thank you so much. Thank you. 18 months, tier 2. And Michizere, thank you so much. First subscriber of my channel. It's dedicated, motivated, beloved. Thank you very much. 72 months. I can't talk today. Every day I start my stream and I stutter, and then I get warmed up. Anyway, thank you everybody. Today was fine. Woke up relatively early and we got Whataburger breakfast, and then I went back to bed until 3, and then we went grocery shopping. We got so much fucking food, but we needed to. I did a big clean out of the fridge, and then we restocked on so much stuff. I think I want to do a cooking stream where I make like maybe 2 things, meal prep a little bit. I don't know. I think that could be fun, and like I have some recipes to try that I've bookmarked and that people have sent me, and like Anne has sent me and stuff like that. So I think that could be fun. Hee. But yeah, it should be a good time. Either way, I'm excited that I've just been like cooking so much and not ordering takeout. Like, yes, we still, like, you know, we went to McDonald's last night, but like I got a huge coupon, so I only paid like $6 for all my food. And then we went to Whataburger this morning. So like we do, but like not as often, and it's never delivery. But we maybe get takeout like once a week at this point, sometimes twice, compared to when we first moved here, and we would just get stuff all the time. But yeah, even if it's something like simple and quick, like I just love that I've been cooking more. I shouldn't say we. Dallas does not cook, which is fine. I am very happy to cook all the food for us. But yeah, I got Jirachu, thank you so much. 41 months, appreciate it. Hello, Sexa R. Welcome to the stream. I'm gonna try this. It was sent to me on Twitter. This looks delicious. Oh, Campiador, thank you so much for stopping by. How you doing? I hope life is treating you well. Doesn't this look delicious? I bought sausages, and then I bought zucchini. I've never cooked anything with zucchini before. I got bell peppers, which I've also never cooked before because I don't love them, and Dallas can't have anything with seeds, but I think if I season them the right way and take out any seeds, I think it'd be really yummy. So, and I've never cooked anything. I always like pan fry everything. I've never put anything on like a pan and put in the oven. I don't hate bell peppers. I just think that I like a spicier pepper more. And maybe I just haven't had them prepared in a way that I like them. So, yeah, we have plenty of baking sheets. I also got in the mail today a bunch of cupcake tins. No, I've never cooked tofu, but I'm not opposed to it. I also got a bunch of my Jock Julia Child era. Oh my god, what if I got a wig? I got a bunch of I got 2 cupcake pans for like 12 bucks on Amazon because I'm gonna make these as a snack because I love getting them from Starbucks. These egg bites. This is a huge image. Anyway, I love getting them from Starbucks. I was like, I can make these easy, and it would be so much cheaper than getting 2 for fucking $5. So I'm gonna make egg bites as well, I think, tomorrow. Yeah, I saw that they are good for freezing them in the article. And then I have something, and hold on, I'm gonna go get them. Arbitrary Philip, thank you so much for the 8 months. I need to turn off this fucking Danganronpa title screen loop. It's driving me crazy. Okay. Okay, so I couldn't find non-pasta wheat noodles that you told me. So I got these instead. These stir-fry rice noodles. Hi, Rumi. Hello. Huntober, thank you so much for the 19 months. Hello. Hello, Ruby. I mean, that is fine too. It'll just taste different. Okay. All right. But yeah, Anne also sent me a recipe for like a peanut sauce thing. So I thought that would be fun to make. Also, I cut my hair today, and I went a little shorter than I normally do on the top as well. And in the back, I like cleaned up my cowlick because it had been months since I like really went in and like trimmed it, and it's because it used to like kind of bush out here, and now it's just all clean up and it feels so nice. But yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. Eternal Link, thank you so much for the 40 months. Monokuma. All right. Danganronpa, here we are. We'll discuss game audio levels in a minute, once I'm actually in the game. Once again, please, no spoilers. I'm the queen of the party in this middle of time. Been lining these eyes in the quarter of 9. Now take the beat in Of course, it's all
Excuse me, sir. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Your profile says you were 6'2".
Lucky for you, give me your insurance amount. Now take it off the back.
Can $2 get me tickets to the Jimby gun show? Yes. If you want it for free, it's 5,000 or 20,000 channel points. But any donation, all you gotta do is ask. All you gotta do is ask. Thank you so much, El Campeador. I hope you're doing well. Okay. So, as always, please, no spoilers, no hints, no speculating on the trial, no telling me what I should do. Like, please, like, just keep it to yourself. I want this to be an organic experience. No role playing as any of the characters. I don't need it. I don't need that in my life. Name a woman. Sayaka. Okay. Load save game. Here we go. Okay.
Thank you.
Hype Twain. Hype Twain. Hi, Lauren. Okay. Open e-handbook. So, can I get a, like, what is the point of this pre-trial? Like, just to remind myself everything I found?
I'm very honored to be in the presence of so many
Locals. Hopefully my alerts are not too loud also. Christian the Dragon, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everyone. Okay. Truth bullets. Rue, me, look, pick me, look, pick me, look, pick me.
I'm very honored to be in the presence of so many
Locals. Foxy Batty, thank you for the raid. Welcome. And Steven's penis. Steven's penis. Steven's penis. Steven's penis. Thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. Okay. So this is all my evidence. Victim was Sayaka Maizono. Time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. The death took place in the bathroom. Cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen, and her right wrist appears to have been fractured. Okay. There are a number of scratches and gouges on the bed and walls to Makoto's room. Alright. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sword was found out of its sheath on the floor in the middle of the room. The sword was missing some of the gold coating, as was part of the blade. Makoto took this from the gym entryway and put it in his room. The sheath was found some distance from the sword itself and shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. On the night of the murder, Makoto and Sayaka traded rooms and room keys. When the victim was discovered, Makoto's room key was also found in Makoto's room. Sayaka had originally asked Makoto to switch with her when someone attempted to force their way into her room. She became frightened. This had been placed in Makoto's room before he arrived. It remains unopened, and there is no evidence of it ever being used. All the other male students claim they haven't used theirs either, but still. Not a single hair was found on the floor at the scene of the crime. In addition, the lint roller shows evidence of being used. Sayaka's right wrist had been fractured, and her wrist was glittery at the injury location. In addition, her hands appeared to be completely clean, except for the index finger on her left hand, which had some blood on it. Dying message. A series of numbers had been written in blood on Makoto's bathroom wall. It's assumed that Sayaka wrote these numbers while leaned up against the wall as she lay dying. 11-0-37. Makoto's bathroom door was difficult to open, due to it not quite fitting in the door frame properly. The only two people who knew the trick to opening it were Makoto, the room's owner, and Sayaka, the victim. Makoto's bathroom doorknob had been broken. The screws holding it in place had been partially or completely removed. So one of the boys, she probably locked herself in the bathroom to escape the killer who broke into the room. And one of the boys fucking used their toolkit to loosen the locks, to loosen the screws and open the break the doorknob. One of the boys shrunk down, crawled inside a penis, and sneezed. Oh my god. One of the Boys by Katy Perry from her first debut studio album, One of the Boys. The nameplates on the doors to Sayaka and Makoto's rooms were apparently switched at some point. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if that's something that automatically happens if people switch rooms. Kitchen knife set. The kitchen in the dining hall has a set of kitchen knives. Apparently, one of the knives had gone missing. This is the part that interests me most. Because it's like, okay, so... clearly, the person was targeting Sayaka. They were not targeting Makoto. Because if they were targeting Sayaka, they would have gone into... If they were targeting Makoto... you know what I mean? Like... clearly they were targeting Sayaka because they were like they clearly were going into whatever room said it was Sayaka's room. Does that make sense at all, what I'm trying to say? They were tired of the psychic thing. Because it's like... huh. Well, I guess they wouldn't know that it was... Did you just add type after psychic? Did I clip it? I don't know. I don't know if I said it. Okay. Aoi's account. The knife from the kitchen went missing while Aoi was in the dining hall. Aoi swears that Makoto did not come to the dining hall at any point while she was there. So she's my alibi. There's apparently a trash room within the school. It's blocked off by a sturdy gate that can only be opened with the room key. The incinerator can be activated via a switch. Fumi was on cleaning duty. He claims the last time he saw the incinerator, it was off. However, when Makoto checked it after the incident, the incinerator was in fact on. The distance from the gate to the incinerator is roughly 30 feet. A burnt shirt piece. Piece of burnt clothing was found next to the incinerator in the trash room. It's apparently part of a shirt cuff and has noticeable bloodstains on it. Shattered crystal ball. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit perfectly in the palm of a person's hand. Apparently, Yasuhiro left the ball in the laundry room on accident, so anyone could have come along and taken it. And that's it. Dead. Okay. Now what the fuck is this shit? These are like abilities? Bullet time battle? What the fuck? I didn't know we were playing Undertale today. I feel like I'm gonna want this. I'm gonna just equip them both. I have enough. Okay. I'm ready.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
Why does Monokuma sound like Lady Bunny?
Well, I was telling Bianca Del Rio that she's a stupid whore.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then, everyone close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise
He's
your hand.
bugging out. Is that supposed to happen right there?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
What the fuck do you think?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Their voices are so different in this than, like, the other handful of lines.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there
Like, where did
16
this
seats?
accent come from for her?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for
Do
the
future games
preamble.
have 16
Get
people?
ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. As things progress during each class trial, you'll engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and then fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to the character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right one. Oh my god. No, if you run out of time, you'll automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls. Oh my god. Is this hard?
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the
I can't fucking hear them. I can't hear them. I have lowered the fucking game music so many goddamn times on these streams, and I still can't fucking hear them. That's why I put on headphones today.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Something's off about what was just said, because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened in my room. For this first device, we like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot or refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. That represents a potential hole in a person's statement. Yeah, I wanted to... Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, you know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
Can I save during the trials?
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Because, like, I want to try to just completely turn off the game's music. I'm gonna at the minute. Let me know how I can save, because I'm gonna try to just completely turn off the game's music, because I fucking can't hear anything they're saying.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real...
Okay.
So what was used
That's
to kill
so
her?
much better.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach.
I like could not hear them
Without a
before.
doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
The music gets really good as the game goes on. It's already been really good. As like I can still hear it. I don't know if you guys can, but I need to have it that low so I can actually hear the dialogue, because I like literally it was like half volume and the voices were at max. And I just could not fucking hear what they were saying still. So it just has to be as low as possible. I can't wait until I finish this and I can look up the soundtrack and not have to like be afraid of getting spoiled by a thumbnail, because everything I've heard, I'm like, this is fucking bangers. I am going to shiny hunt to this for the rest of my life. Also, sometimes my microphone when I'm using my headphones will max out my fucking volume. And it'll sound like this. So if it does that on its own, let me know. It happens sometimes during my therapy appointments, and the bitch doesn't say anything. So I end the call, and I look at my fucking microphone, and it's that loud. And I'm like, why didn't you say anything? It's so annoying. All right. After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Okay. Their voices all sound so fucking different when not just like when they're not Fire Emblem Awakening voice acting, where it's just like, okay, huh, like that does not sound like Jasper to me anymore from Steven Universe.
Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
No, it's not Jasper's voice actor, but from the like few little bits of dialogue she had, I was like, oh my god, is that Jasper? Full sentences? Mm-mm.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. Top of that, steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge. And if this gives entries, you can't concentrate. Recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck. Oh my god, this music is crazy.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
Aoi's got my back for this.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
They're calling her Hina? But her name... What? Why have they been calling her Aoi and everything? Oh, that's her nickname, Hina. Okay. Because they think English speakers can't pronounce Aoi. Oh. Like, I knew it was short for Asahina. But she's the only one that's fucking doing it. Yeah, so she didn't see me at all.
Perfectly clear. The knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops, did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife, so I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then
That's
couldn't
so
either
fucking
one of them have
annoying.
grabbed the knife?
That's so annoying.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means
Gay.
we have airtight alibis.
Gay, lesbian, lesbian, gay, lesbian.
You
They're my
stayed
favorite
over?
characters
Doesn't
so
that
far.
violate one of the school
I don't like
regulations?
many of this cast. I find them all annoying, but I love them. They are my two favorites.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room, so I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Oh. Monokuma, come on.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
She has such a GDQ announcer voice, Kyoko.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
Jimmy, what about your anime protagonist voice? But no, I'm not the killer. Mom? Mommy? Mom, you're big milkers. I just want to squeeze them. Mom? No, I'm not the killer. No way! No! What am I fighting for? No way! Ah, no. It's because anime moms always die, yeah. I'm so glad my headphones are in. I've learned my lesson. No! Monokuma! I can't believe it! He killed her! What are we gonna do? Ah! No way!
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Jimmy before saying a slur. Mel, your headphones in? Jimmy before talking about your gender. I saw a YouTube comment from someone who named their baby Aaron after Attack on Titan. I was like, do you know what happens in the first episode of that show? My fucking friend was telling me about Attack on Titan. He was just like, I have to tell you what happens at the end of the first episode. I'm like, don't. I'm going to watch it. He's just like, I just have to tell you. And I was like, don't. And then he told me. I was like, what is wrong with you? Anyway.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Me telling you what happens in Origami King, except you didn't care. Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, because what the fuck is that? As things advance... I'm going to read this in my anime voice. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase linked to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around, and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order, and use the mouse to aim. Then, press the left button to shoot the desired letters. Have you seen the Prosody sketch about this? I haven't seen anything about this game. I don't know anything about Danganronpa. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Can you not? Ruby, please. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we could just figure out what that something is. Hair.
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
They should get Makoto on the fucking Ghislaine Maxwell trial. That bitch would have been locked up for way longer.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
But are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Her fucking smirk. Like, I'm smarter than every single one of you.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence proves it is the object the killer broke. The bathroom doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
This bitch knows exactly who did it. And she's just like, let's all learn deductive reasoning today. Bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first. Is that the key point here? It's a bit more to learn about nonstop debates. Okay, tell me, please. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck, and have fun.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
Our bathrooms don't lock. Our bathrooms don't lock.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention
Well, yeah, in the boys' room
that is
only.
true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup. True as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
It actually is lucky, because it could have been a way to protect myself.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
It's also, in a way, it is lucky because it's information I can use
But the
to
killer
defend
didn't know
myself.
that and assumed it was locked. So they tore
Because
apart
if
the doorknob to get in.
because if it was me, why would I break down the door? I know the trick to open it. Picking up blueberries.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
How you say chemistry book? You say book? It's a fucking French word. How you say je ne sais quoi?
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Brittany? The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime they didn't know.
I got it!
They didn't know it was my room.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he
Because
was?
the nameplate switched.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room,
then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. The killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
I hate him so much. I don't like his voice. No offense to the voice actor. It's all about direction. I'm not a fan. I fucking hate his personality. I hate his design.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known
I
exactly
hate that
why it wasn't
archetype
opening,
character,
right?
personally. Like, I just hate, like, the know-it-all. Like, I don't like it at all.
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
There's, like, just no need for him to say things. And he just does. He's the fucking worst character. So annoying.
Well, then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you
don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Are they voiced by the same person, him and Makoto?
Hello? Why exactly can't
Or
that be
is
it?
he voiced by Monokuma? It's a different guy. Oh, they sound similar to me. All right. Because she asked me to do something in particular, because of how frightened she was, the answer is right there. There's no way I could let someone in because... my god.
Shoot!
Fuck, I hit the wrong thing. So I'm looking for the fact that we said we wouldn't open the doors, and that's not a fucking option. I guess switching rooms.
I got it!
Okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
So annoyed, I hit the wrong thing. I hit escape. Or spacebar to try to slow things down, and then I didn't realize that I was submitting evidence. That is so fucking annoying. Okay. I wish that it showed the different buttons you're supposed to press somewhere on screen. It doesn't. No matter who it is, don't open your door. Even if I'm sure it's you.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man!
That is
I've
so
totally
period.
Seen people do that.
That is Brill. That's how they... That is something that they did in the JonBenet Ramsey investigation. There was a ransom note left in the house of the Ramsey family, and the ransom note was written on paper in the fucking house, because there's a notepad. I think it's like it was there stationary, and then also you could see on the notepad that like it was written on the previous page.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Damn, she gotta be pressing down fucking hard for it to go through the paper like that. Jesus Christ.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap. I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But...
Of course you didn't. Because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Sayaka wrote the note?
why?
But why?
Why would she...
Who wrote the note? You two.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into two.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note,
Why did
and
it
did
not
what
hit
said,
it?
they would not have any connection to what happened.
That's so annoying.
It certainly would seem that way.
The nameplates,
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
whatever.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Did you watch the anime for this? No. No. I know nothing about Danganronpa.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Yes.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
I thought I shot that already.
The nameplates on my and
Why
Sayaka's
did...
rooms got switched.
Wait, I'm so confused. I shot that the first time, and it, like, took a heart away from me. I wasn't paying attention to what happened. You missed it? But I slowed it down and everything! Whatever.
They got switched? That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other. So switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we switched rooms.
I got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to
check the nameplate.
She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms.
Okay.
Why would anyone do that?
Everyone shut the fuck up. I think that Makoto, that Sayaka, big braining here. Sayaka, don't tell me if I'm right. Just shut up. Just let me say this. Okay? I think my brain right now, Sayaka was trying to fucking kill someone. That's why she took the knife. Okay? And then she was trying to lure them into Makoto's room to try to frame Makoto so she could get the fuck out of here because they would all convict him and then she would get off scot-free and get to fucking escape. But there was a flaw in their plan and she got overwhelmed by whoever fucking came in there. That's what I'm thinking right now. That's what I'm thinking right now. Alan, thank you so much for the 74 months. Okay, inviting someone to your room but not telling them you switched rooms? Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes?
Jimmy, I saw one of your pics today, and I thought, oh my god, he's huge. You have no idea how much that means to me.
Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because if you look at her wrist,
I got it!
there's glitter.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
I've wanted to play Ace Attorney for a long time. I have the first 3 games on Steam, I believe. And I've been promising Anne for forever I'd do it.
Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire.
Oh my god. I need this song for every fucking day of my life.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened. When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
No, that's wrong! Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead! Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was
His
used
hair
first,
looks so much
there
like a
wouldn't be any
brain. It's so
explanation for the
weird.
scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how...
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially
Yeah,
used to
almost like-
defend against an attack
No,
from
get
the
away,
knife.
go.
means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Sayaka.
I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they...
Sorry, but I don't
No.
think Sayaka used the sword.
What? How the hell
Sayaka
do you
did not
think
use that sword.
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
If you wanted to use the sword, her palms.
I got it!
Her palms have no glitter.
You're talking about her palm. The palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it.
Her itty bitty hands or her big fucking tits.
In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
What the fuck? do you disagree with me? Cause you think I'm ugly? The water is off at nighttime.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime.
Your laugh is
And the
one of a
water in the
kind.
bathroom
Thank
shuts
you.
off at nighttime,
Or how dare
right?
you?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Oh my god, ew. 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 I'm like, bitch, do you bathe? I'm gagging from like the smell.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Oh.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had a kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu.
It's all coming together. It was. I fucking knew it.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
I'm so fucking smart.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited
Shady
the culprit to the
bitch.
room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That
Yup.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Nut.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
She's doing what Monet thinks she's doing. Manila. Sorry, she wanted out. Life's not fair.
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end,
Her plan backfired. Her plan, how you say, backfired.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
She wanted to use the knife, and her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the, how you say, knife.
The tables
It's a fucking French word.
on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Ruby, who do you think it did it? Who do you think did it, Ruby? Who do you think did it, Ruby? Have your paw? Have your paw? Have your paw? Have your paw? Thank you. Thank you. Who do you think killed them? Who do you think killed Sayaka? Who do you think it was?
You don't know, you haven't been paying attention? You missed the stream? That's okay. The VOD is up.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Oh yeah!
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on
Ruby.
figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Alright. Dying message. That's my bullet.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes. She has blood on her index
Her
finger.
left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure.
Ruby.
I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it.
She's eating her toy. I thought she was eating a couch.
What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not... Don't these first two...
Oh my
look less
god.
Like two numbers and more like one letter?
Leon! Oh my god, because that's right. Because she, like, why would she write it backward?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little
I thought
girly
maybe it was
souls are
backwards,
really
but...
getting excited now.
She just loves Christmas. Noel, 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 Noel.
Find the note. Find the note.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Yep.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Over my outlines to be set to width 15.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I
He was
found
one of the
laying
ones
on
I
the ground by the
suspected, right? When we were in the
incinerator, right?
elevator on the VOD for the second stream, I said it was either him or Taco, I believe.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure.
There's
who
plenty
it
of other
belongs
people
to.
wearing shirts like mine. In one for each day of the week.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something we need to pay attention in order to figure out who's responsible. how it was disposed of.
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
That's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator. It was the crystal ball. Hello, David.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of...
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly
Hi,
turn on the
Ruby.
incinerator,
Hello,
could you?
Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ruby. Hello. Hello, Ruby. Hello, Ruby. Hello. 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 Hi. Hello.
Can I have your paw? Can I have it? Thank you. Thank you so much. You're so polite. You're so polite. Jimmy, what if you just started watching like 20 TikToks so I could go to the bathroom? I could just go to the bathroom too. I kind of have to go, and I'll get more, I'll get another drink. Hello, I'm back. Sorry it took so long. I decided to make a protein shake too, while I was gone. Figured to give people some more time to use the bathroom too, in case they had to, I don't know, poo. Yeah, I put a banana, some blueberries, some peanut butter, and chocolate protein powder, and I'm hoping it tastes like a banana split. I froze some bananas today because they were turning brown very quickly. And I forgot to take the peel off. And I was like, huh. So that's why Anne said, remember to take the peel off. But it's okay. I just used I just used a knife to get it all off. I'm lying. I didn't use a knife. I used my hands and peeled it, and it was really cold, and my fingertips went numb. Ooh, this is yummy. Do you think you'll play more games from the Danganronpa series? Maybe for my next subathon. I think I finally cracked the code on how to enjoy one of these, because I've so far kind of hated every single one I've made.
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Who's the worst character so far? The fucking nerd who loves 2D characters. He's the worst character. As for characters I don't like glasses.
Someone threw that
The like blonde glasses one.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire.
Ruby! Hey.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30
He's
feet,
a
right?
fucking
With
baseball
pinpoint accuracy,
boy.
you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
He's a
Could
pitcher.
someone really...
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it!
The ultimate baseball
Because
star.
the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then.
I would be so quiet during the trial, even though I would be so, like, I don't know. I would just be like, wow, everyone's saying so many things.
Makoto, go ahead
I want to
and
go to
review
jury
the
duty
incident
so
one
bad.
more
I've never
time to make
been.
his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin.
Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to the breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Okay. Let me just look at all the pages first. I'm going to start from end to beginning. Ugh, the drawings are so crazy. I'm forgetting that it's like a manga. It's going right to left. So this is the first panel, them coming into the room. stabs them, uses that to defend themselves. They block it. They hit her with the sheath on. She slams the bathroom shut. They can't get it open. They start to open the door. Then they come into the room. Do they all have to be used? I don't remember. Because this is important. She drops the knife. This is not relevant. I'm looking at the...
Here's exactly what happened.
Ruby!
I think I'd better take one more look back at the
Hey!
case from the beginning.
Come here. Come here. Okay. I think I better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for.
The comic style looks better than the portraits.
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. Here's exactly what happened. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Okay, both of those pictures conveyed the same thing to me, but whatever.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily. Sayaka knew about that because I'd told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
You could have just said turned on.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Ba-boom!
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit!
We literally have
to acknowledge
a piece of your shirt.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Oh my god, your first bullet time battle. Holy shit. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as bullet time battle. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with the tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Right mouse button to lock on an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button. Start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate tempo up. Keep missing, you'll into a tempo down situation. Okay. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak statements will appear. At that point, you press the left mouse button to shoot. Oh my fucking god. I'm sure it'll be easier than it sounds.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking!
What?
Shut
What is the
up.
song?
Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Oh, it's these
Not a chance.
things.
Stupid! You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lie! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
I didn't realize that it wasn't like a rhythm game. It was just like
Screws on the
keeping
bathroom
like a
doorknob were
metronome.
removed.
I was like, what song am I supposed to be syncing with?
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stu!
Pickles! I'm not Stu.
No rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh my god.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
This is why Deverick don't like you. Oh my god. Looks like you've got it. I have to get back into the voice acting zone.
Looks like you've got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case is the one that killed Sayaka. Was none other than Leon Kuwaita.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
So that's why I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
None of you are any different. One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clearer. Can you access the sound menu? Yeah, why, Sammy? But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we were wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. You better stop, Ruby. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was playing you. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying. I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
That's enough. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough. I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Koeda will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not. Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. If it weren't for you, this would have never happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Uh-oh! Did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up.
Just shut up.
Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Koeda, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Ugh, this is very unsettling animation. Oh my god. This is me in middle school. Getting forced, not even fucking 5th grade, getting forced to go to the batting cages to practice, even though I fucking hated baseball. My punishment would be being forced to have my fucking brain explode from all of my soundboard things being played at like lethal volumes. So he gets to take first base because he got hit with the pitch. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
Not bear pride. There was this guy that used to keep showing up on my Instagram and Explore page for a while before I fucking finally blocked him. And he was like just this like clearly steroid abusing bodybuilder bear guy. And he'd always start every video with, "Hi Instagram." I was like, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like me trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure you'll learn all the mysteries of this school. Your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality.
Beep! Beep!
Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were too scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. It was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? I'm obsessed with her now. After the trial, I'm like, okay. Clear fucking, like, bad bitch, get shit done. Love her. I think that maybe the future games, if I ever do stream those, will get better. So far, everything besides the trial, boring, annoying, tedious, slow, so much fucking constantly people repeating themselves. I hate it. I hate it. The trials, this shit, everything, living. She moved in close and whispered into my ear, before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. Yeah, I guess I'm just not a big visual novel person. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone, or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure. Right. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. I'm not going to be doing voices for anybody but Monokuma, but I'm going to do my best to just, like, you know, not read everything. I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry with them for the rest of my life. You know, I'm going to try to, like, act for everybody. Even if I'm not changing my pitch, because I will fry my voice. How could I possibly move past something like this? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. He's quoting her, haha. "12 queens remain." Blessed be, kitty girl. All hope is not lost. You received the Despair Bat present. Okay, that's it. That is it for today. chapter 1 is over. I'm not ending my stream. We're gonna play some Fall Guys. But chapter 1 is over. I'm gonna stop the stream, so just it's like a separate VOD, and then I'm gonna start it up again, and we're gonna play Fall Guys. Okay? Cool. Chapter 1 is done. I will pick this up again next week, and we'll start chapter 2. Cool. Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.